What's up, everybody? My name is Dylan, otherwise known as Poijz, and welcome on into a new video here today, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and teach you about how to strong spawn soft reset on your Switch, essentially. So there's a guy named Vinny in the lab, good friend of mine, who actually there's called Mini Violin, actually taught Vinny how to do it, and Vinny made a video on it. So I'll link Vinny's original video down in the description below if you guys want to check it out. Make sure to go show support. I would just watch it. I wanted to give it more exposure because I think it is a good, viable method to do in Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield, especially if you're doing soft resets with the Isle of Armor. Isle of Armor obviously gives you a lot of Pokemon that have like 5% chances to get shiny and stuff. So I want to go over basically how to do these hunts, essentially. So what we're going to do is we're just going to fly over and pick one Pokemon. So this will involve the raid exploit if you guys do it. If you guys don't want to do the raid exploit, then you just have to pick the Pokemon on that given day. Basically what a strong spawn is right there, how you see Kangaskhan will spawn, and watch, for example, when I run away, you see how the Kangaskhan despawns. So essentially, if I were to save right here and go and battle the Kangaskhan, once it appears, see right here, now it's nature and all its stuff is set, is how it's supposed to be. It's positioned or whatever. I don't even have the correct word for it right now, but basically it can't be shiny as of right now. Now if I were to go over here and save, obviously I already made it spawn, so I would have to either reset my game, like save and reset my game or whatnot. So every time you were to reset, it would potentially has a chance to be shiny and different stats. And I'll tell you what I do basically, and we'll go over it and I'll break it down. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me down in the comment section below. But this new method is like that. It's really cool. You get Stoutland. But what I wanted to essentially do for this shiny hunting method is show you how to do it faster. Essentially, I've always did it, and you guys have probably watched on the channel of me soft resetting for Pokemon instead of doing the KO method. So these are called, like I said, strong spawns or whatever you want to call it. So what I'm going to do essentially is I'm right here on this, and I'm going to go for, we'll do the Stoutland that's right over there, for example. So my goal purpose right here is, one, make sure you have wishing pieces because this is going to include the raid exploit. So we're just going to go ahead, wherever Stoutland is, I'm going to encounter it. If this ends up being shiny, I'll cry. But it's not. Okay. So instead, don't KO it or anything like that. What you're going to want to do here is run away. Now I say run away just because, just follow me here and we'll figure it out. So I ran away. Now make sure you go to the nearby den that is by you. You're going to want to go down. And don't save yet or anything like that. And I'm just going to toss a wishing piece into the cave. Obviously, that will save your game and everything of that nature. Alright. Now, I'm going to go ahead and do the raid exploit that we have seen before. If you haven't seen the raid exploit, this is pretty much what you do. So you're going to go ahead, invite others. I would make sure that you're not connected to the internet so nobody joins your raid. Hit home button. You're going to want to go all the way down to the system settings option and scroll all the way down to system and then date time. So basically you want to take it off synchronized clock. You're going to want to go to date and time, and I would just forward your dating by 1 day. Pretty straightforward how to do it. And then you want to go back into your game, hit B, or quit the raid that is going on. Alright. So you see how the den actually lit up. If you did the raid exploit correctly, that's how it is. So what I'm going to do now is go over by the nearby spot in which the Stoutland had spawned. Now, I'm going to do it off a little bit. If you find the exact location, it would be a little bit faster. So essentially, Stoutland will spawn in this area right here. So if you spawn, say I set right here, and then Stoutland spawns right here, essentially what happened is you would be right on top of the Stoutland, and it would automatically, everything would be randomized every single time you click it. So I'm going to go right here to show you what I mean if you're not understanding. So I'm going to go ahead and save right now. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and hit home button. I'm going to hit X to close my software. And then the next step is that I'm actually going to go to system settings, go back down to how I did my time thing, and go to system, date time, and I'm going to want to synchronize my clock, go back to the original today's dating, for example. So now I'm going to load the game, and we're going to do it. Now I will show you also what I mean by when you always still want to check if you don't trust the method. Basically what I always do when I'm doing my raids or my strong spawn soft reset is I always catch 2 Pokemon, look at the natures, look at the sex of the Pokemon, and also look at its stats. If you get 2 Pokemon that has the same nature, I would go for the third one. And if it is the third one ends up being the same nature, basically you'll have that spawn locked. So right there, boom, you saw that the Stoutland spawned. That is what it is. We're going to go ahead and catch 2 of them real fast, and I'll show you that the natures are different. So basically, you could, like I said, if I was standing on top of Stoutland's spot right there, that would be really fast. Usually you have to, this basically shortens the method down by at least a couple seconds, maybe 10, 15 seconds, just based on how stuff spawn. Now, you cannot do this for Wailord. Unfortunately, there is a way to actually do Wailord if you haven't already encountered it. If you say you want it, okay, not gonna catch it apparently, but if you wanted to actually physically try to hunt the Wailord, the only method that I could recommend to hunting Wailord is, one, obviously you can't encounter it. Two, the other method would be to fly to the station every single time, or what you could do is go to Wedge Station and do the route there and save inside of the train station at the beginning of Isle Armor, and then go and then just bike all your way to Wailord. Now, that is the only way physically possible, I believe, right now. You can't actually do a strong spawn or soft reset, just for the fact that its nature is, it's already set once you see it. In Wailord, you can be seen from very far away, so that is the only way I can figure out how to do it. All right, so here we have we caught our Stoutland. You can see that it is an increase into speed and lower in attack. It is a male, and it is has Sand Rush. So I'm gonna go ahead and mark down that it is a timid nature. So we have timid nature. So the nature, the sex of the Pokemon could always be different, and then obviously I don't think sometimes the abilities can or always will be the same. Now I'm gonna go back and encounter it again, and I will show you if the nature is different. If it is the same, then I probably messed up. But I haven't seen this method actually messed up yet. It's because that Pokemon is spawning right when you're there, so then it is automatically regenerating a new chance to be shiny and a new chance to have a different nature and everything. So basically, these odds right here are it's basic soft reset odds. If you have the shiny charm, it is 1 in 1,365, and if you're doing full odds, it's 1 in, I believe, 4,000 something. I'm not 100%. So this one has Intimidate. So prime example right there. We had Sand Rush. This one is also female, so that is a great example. It's a good new method. It's not, I shouldn't say it's new. People have seen, I've never seen it before. This was the first time that I physically saw it, and wanted to basically show it to you guys if you guys were interested. I know a lot of people don't like doing the raid exploit or anything. This is just a new fancier way to soft reset a little bit faster. Probably breaks down. I know for me, when I was doing Rockruff, I did it, and Rockruff was it took away like 15 seconds of just running down the dirt way, and like I said, it takes a second. It takes a little bit. So I hope this video was helpful for you. And like I said, we'll go over it, and you can see that I got the exact opposite nature. Ours was lower in attack and increase in speed. This one's increase in attack and lower in speed. So we got a brave nature, and like I said before, we had Sand Rush and had Intimidate. So hopefully this video was helpful for you. Make sure to check out the original video in Vinny in the lab. His link will be in the description below. Let me know if this video was helpful for you. Thumbs up the like button. Subscribe if you're new. Hopefully it helped you. And have a great rest of your day. It's your boy Poijz, and I'm out. See ya.